morning.
Mars versus Venus with Nikki, Jaiga, and Rode.
Oh my gosh, we have missed our beautiful gladiators and Spartans. We say good morning to our beautiful ladies who represented for Carnival 2019 in all shapes, forms, and sizes. You all looked amazing. Amazing. And to the Spartans, all you didn't do too bad all yourself, eh? All you didn't do too bad all yourself. All you look good. Plenty of candy on the road this year. Okay, focus. We say good morning. And this morning, in case you just joined us, we were touching on the topic earlier, but picture it. You all met at 22, 23. You were 25. And we fell in, bam, love. There was nothing like our love. Yeah. And we used to go to all the tribe fests, and we had a time in life. And then, bam, 2 years after, baby, we're having a baby. So you reach that point in and you reach that point in your life where you say, we doing this now? Yeah?
Yeah.
And all you jump in. Da 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 da. Few years down the road, 3 babies and all. You got a mortgage till thy kingdom come.
You say 3 years on the road, 3 babies later?
No, I said few years down the road, three babies and all, right?
It's okay.
Yeah, things was nice. So living nice babies too. Yeah. All right. How long is that mortgage? 35 years?
Between 25 to 35.
25, 35
Depending
years.
on your age.
You live in a beautiful gated community, right? Yeah, you did well for yourself.
Flagstaff.
Yeah. That nice? Yeah.
I know old, but good work.
No. Let me say like a
I'm a
fresher
basketball,
place.
So that Jeff Day.
Yeah. Let's go to place that.
That Jeff Day.
Yeah.
You see Shansi, you're choking Japanese yesterday, eh?
Yeah, all right. So give it one word, Brock.
One broke.
Modern, they're not family oriented.
Yeah, no family. We look at a nice
It's not?
gated.
No, how one would book a family
Yeah,
oriented?
but you've done really well for
Like when
yourself.
only Zesters is living one would. Like for Zesters.
All right, so.
That's just a
No?
compound. The shit that's put we name it from one would book to Zesters Paradise. That's what there is.
Man,
That's
got
what Zesters
families
Paradise.
in there,
No, bro,
man.
that's a Zesters
Yes,
Paradise.
don't do that.
Zesters Paradise is one word. If you're
No
looking
one
for
would come.
family-oriented places,
Yeah.
that you're looking like for middle class, you're looking for a nice compound in Oasis Gardens.
Oasis Garden.
You're talking about like up Maraca, St. Joseph.
You know,
You
one of
understand? In
those
Hillview.
Hillview.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in Maraval.
In Marvala, the Highland Park.
The Mocha area.
The Mocha, yeah.
Yeah, so you all have been together for like 15, 18 years, you know, and you go on the Wee Road. And then one morning you wake up and it have a pothole in the Wee Road. And you just watch your mates and just go, why?
It's the asphalt.
He's still trying to promote that song 5 years
Still,
later.
while wearing the Ice Rum and Gal t-shirt.
You wicked out.
Carnival 2019.
It didn't work,
Didn't work, Rudy.
You still trying to promote that.
2018 didn't work.
I don't mean that I my June I go and promote it.
Wow. That man's still trying to push that down with you.
You know, all right,
You thought
brother.
you did. All right, Rudy. All right. All right, Rudy. Cool. We get it.
We get it, Rudy.
Go ahead with the story.
Yeah, so, and I think many couples go through this. They kind of, for whatever reason, life got in the way, family got in the way, whatever reason. Some people outgrew each other because, and say like that, just wrong that off the nice figure, that 15 years, 20 years. A lot
20
happened.
long.
Yeah,
I think
so that's
after
15.
20 years, you shouldn't say bother to go and thing.
What do you mean?
Yeah, wasting time. You don't waste 20 years, you go and look to now go. You go
No,
chill
but
out.
that's it. So you trying to tell me,
too
say
long.
like a 40-year-old man or woman.
Oh, at 40? You mean
But
you
yeah,
oh, yeah,
they,
well,
they,
cool,
they're
yeah.
young.
Yeah, cool.
Right. They
What you
only
mean?
start to
You till
20.
old self 60 something, you don't gonna look for bird, you wicked over. I find when you're 60 and thing,
You just had to say that.
stay there and don't look for no.
Just
Yeah,
stay
Wait. At
Stay there
6,
and
they
be
just
miserable.
Yes,
stay
and
there
dead.
And dead.
3 scores and 10. You look at
Wow.
the dead and you look at the people.
No.
You just take too
preparing
long to decide.
I prefer divorce and go on a cruise and enjoy my days where it's dead in.
That's wrong.
Nah, man.
That's my gene. I
That is
saw.
Nah,
abuse.
man.
That is abuse to the younger people in the family, and
What?
it's leading a bad example. At 60, you have no right to go and look
You
for
know
no
how
woman or no
much-
man.
Nah,
You stayed
man.
there and dead. You had all your you part of your life. You think you waiting until 60 to come and tell me in your old age, like, you know, I'm think I'm moving on. I'm leaving your father. You're chipping out. You leaving my father at 60 to do what?
No.
To do what?
Nah, man.
I disagree.
I say to butter
I
bread,
disagree.
make sausage and egg in the morning, and dead right.
You know how much man and woman stay together because all they beget children? And then the grandchildren. And then you know at how much time of your life you're going to be in prison. Any 60-something-year-old woman or man who say, you know what? I did
Nicole.
it. I stay together for
Nicole.
the family.
Nicole.
I want to cruise. I want to go Brazil Carnival.
Nicole, Natty call you now and say, Nicole, I need you to meet somebody.
I'm from a divorced family, so I guess I'm a little different than how...
Natty call you now to say she wanted to meet somebody.
I happy for my mother, Dread. My mother
Look at
still
her.
have so much life in her. She's been single forever. And it would be nice for her to meet a nice gentleman.
You going and
Go-
go home and when I see Uncle Bruce in our boxers and our white beaters.
wait. How we reach
Butter in our bread?
introduction? No, I'm not ready.
Bruce, when you go to the mommy, when you crack your mother door, Uncle Bruce is in a white beater,
No,
butter in our bread.
No, Bruce will not have a wife beater.
What up, Nathaniel? Nathaniel?
Bruce,
Yeah,
butter
Pastor
in our
Mistress.
bread. He have a piece of avocado on the side and,
Pastor
and,
Mistress,
and
Nathaniel.
he have big block ice on a movie by your mother. You cool with
I
that?
wasn't picturing that. I was picturing he and her dressing up to come to see me to watch her play.
No.
I was.
Nah, you had a picture of
You
yourself.
had to picture everything.
No, but I see so much life in my mother and her friends, and if they find love, they find love.
Bruce have a white shoe jacket and a brown gabardine pants with a brown belt and
Yeah,
a slippers.
so
on it.
wait, at a certain
one a
age
sandal.
when all your mind, you're just supposed to sit down and wait
Hey,
till then.
and
Bruce have on a
Natty-
sandals and Nicole.
Natty
I
live in
would-
that concrete wall away, so you know you go hear everything.
But no!
You go hear everything.
What way? And when Bruce in the boxers, he have a big varicose vein in his back.
You just forget it. Forget Bruce. That's not about Bruce. Woo!
Getting real
Your mother
visuals
living
there.
Yeah, boy.
Your mother living right in front of him.
I see
Concrete
Bruce.
wall.
I see
Concrete
Bruce
wall
in a
away.
robe.
And every time she and Bruce do nothing, the dog on him is back harder and because them know good. And you know Natty doing something because the dog on him getting out.
Ollie, Natty, go call him. Ollie, no, she know this number. Ollie, stop it. Ollie, stop it. My poor dog's in the mix now.
And watch me.
And I go, Baba Mali, shut up.
And Bruce, watch me. Bruce grandchildren and them, they have the phone now. So they put ringtone on the phone. So every time Natty call him, must stress. They go,
Can we focus back?
You still happy for him,
Can
mother?
we refocus?
Are you still happy for her?
I just want you to go a little tea and come a little play. Right? That's all I was saying. Company. I wasn't saying pillow with wife beater and a slice of avocado.
All right,
Mommy
guys.
with juice.
Let me get back on track here now.
Can we? I'm very traumatized. I just want you all to know I don't feel the same way. I feel dirty.
I want a natty. I really want natty.
I feel dirty.
Let me go back on track. Guys, he's speaking about you wake up one morning and realize that it's gone. All
Yeah.
attraction,
Passion
everything is
not
just
there
gone. Passion is
anymore.
not there.
Passion.
You love everything.
And
everything.
passion fruit not in season.
It's gone.
You just can't go pluck it back.
Damn.
How
Does
you...
one navigate through that system?
Yeah. And again, you have 3 young children, a mortgage, and you just... You took the vows or not, you know. Basically, I when I say vows, I mean you've made that commitment.
But in
right?
this day and age, you'd rather take vow to get to
That's
be
my
there.
point. You've made the commitment to each other to go down the road on the wee road. We have children together. We have committed to raise children together and buy a house together. Like that kind of
Young men in
commitment.
Trinidad need to realize from the time you have a relationship with a young lady, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, and a Christmas comes along and she contributed in curtain buying and kitchen decorations, she's officially your wife. Facts.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. From the time a young lady's contributed to the curtain structure of your home, pillow, and a kitchen renovation,
With modern life in everybody relationship.
that's your wife. Whether or not they went in the church body in Trinidad and Tobago, wife equates to
Now that your wife, see, that
Christmas.
your
From the
wife,
time
that
of
your
Christmas
wife.
come and she buy
That
a
is your
curtain set,
wife.
went to Motor Life and invest.
What's the number of years for legal for common law in Trinidad? Only?
Yeah,
Nah.
two.
It's supposed to be true.
Two no, brother, two.
Nah, that's
No,
wrong.
no.
That's
I'm
wrong.
telling you. If
I'm
it's not
wrong.
2, it's 3 for sure. It's
It's
no
three,
longer
it's
5
three.
again, buddy.
It's three.
So please, the two
Somebody-
earlier
somebody-
who have
all
had
right,
woman
all right.
issues, I would
All right.
prefer not
I
to
think
hear
it's,
from.
I think, all right, it's 3 and
I will wait to hear from a
and a
legal
utility
person.
bill.
And a utility bill.
From the time she have internet bill coming home, by you there?
Brody,
Hold on, Richard.
That in it, brother. That's in the law. From the time she has a bill
Please,
coming to the house.
somebody tell me what
in
is the
her
common
name.
law wife?
That's it.
Just here to listen to the listeners and the views of the topic. Jaiga, you're right. Relationship and marriage is not for all. Isn't for all. No matter how amazing of a human you are.
Yeah, you
There's
can be an
some
amazing
people-
human
Some
being.
people just need to remain by themselves.
Like Jerry had this partner, we see him, handsome. Just like Jerry, he lived outside for years and bam, he land. All my harass, nice hot ras, and all my girlfriends say, "Nah, who is Jerry friend?" And I go and get run because I know him years. He is not supposed to. He's not the marrying kind, and even if a woman do get to say I do, he's a free spirit. That's how I can refer to it.
You was blocking? That's what you're
What?
saying?
She wasn't blocking, she
I
was
was
just being
protecting my
cautious.
friends.
Yeah, but suppose your friend just want to free up.
What? No, in my friends, no, my
She
friends do
looking,
not free
she
up.
see you
though.
as time I want to lock down already.
Yeah. From
That's a
woman
woman
is
like that,
no.
boy. That's a woman like
Yeah,
that.
I know my friends of our age, they're just not looking for, they have what they call, they're looking for relationship now, and I go say, girl, and it's up to you to decide as my friend if you want to go in and just have a great weekend or not, but no, I tell
when-
you,
yeah, when they
that
came-
is not
Please listen.
relationship.
Hello.
Morning.
Morning, Jaiga.
Yo.
Morning, Redman.
I'm Bruce. You only came, mother ball. Oh, I'm so inside here.
What?
What?
Who is that?
You're coming in
Oh,
staticky, boy.
About Nikki.
Eh.
Oh, you and me, Dread.
No, I'm Bruce Tony Ball. Take it in a girl. Oh, what?
Nah, don't do shit, that, man. Look this.
Who is that boy?
I am
Man,
traumatized.
don't do shit, that now, man. Too early.
I
Where's
am
he, my brother? Everything good?
traumatized.
Everything good pretty well.
Yeah, man. Blessings, man. Safe. That man was quiet and he voting. He just come and
yeah,
sleep
yeah.
in.
Wait,
Yes, boy.
Yeah,
He
he
be
was-
outside,
yeah, he
right?
was-
True.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was-
don't ever mess. He always be there. He just come and listen.
Just
Oh,
bring a
fun.
little
He
cupcake,
just
boy.
stand
He don't
still,
wild up, he don't
stand
wild
still,
up.
he stand still.
yeah, I
Just
had to
come
make
and
sure I
observe now. He's one of them. He
I
just
just
come
make
and
sure.
observe.
and take a little wine on her. Him, sorry. I was thinking of telling you all. You all saw what happened last night with Superwoman.
Yeah, she got her show.
She got her
Yeah,
own
yeah.
late
Yeah,
night
congrats
NBC
to
show.
And you see the song she was whining to when she got the message, right?
No.
I mean, that is the whole hype of the whole thing. Pretty, brother.
You lie.
Yes, brother. It's pretty. She was jamming. She went
Mad.
on her stories and she was like, if your money fall on the floor, bend over,
You
pick it
lie.
up. What? She was real jamming for the excitement. That's good. She's been putting in work, yeah?
That is years of hard work.
That's years of work,
of
yeah?
hard
You have to
work.
understand she's been putting in work. Like I was telling somebody here, they was
She's
making
young.
a joke that when you see all of these little clips and things and you think it's so simple, like some of these people, like Will Smith is the best example. Will Smith has successfully chained up the world into believing you could take your handphone and become a star. People need
yeah,
to
Will
there's
was.
8 people behind him to do an Instagram post. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
His thing is structured differently. So don't take it, don't feel like you gotta take up your phone and run out there and no, bro.
Why are you watching Rody?
Yeah,
His
yeah,
eyes
but-
so-
but-
No. Rody also has a team, Rody, though.
He has a serious.
He has a big
Yes,
team.
team.
Rudy
Oh, yeah.
have a team too.
Yeah, because I
Will
always
Smith
wonder
team
who is the man
huge.
holding the camera, boy.
Yeah.
That's a real best job.
Nah, Rudy have a big team too.
That's
For you
what-
to be successful, you had to take time.
Ojo World 96.1 WEFM. Yes, this is the breakfast party. Nikki Roy,
excited.
Super Jaiga TC. And yes, Mr. Happy's in inside live and
Mr. Happy.
alive. It's Friday. Ojo.
Okay then.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
brother.
Not one contribution.
Not a
that was
contribution. Wow.
Breakfast party. Good morning. This is your boy Ryan out of Philly here.
Hey,
I love the
Ryan.
vibes. I love the soca this morning. I hope all have a blessed and wonderful day. Jack, keep all safe. Have a great weekend. And I hope TNT just share the love.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, this topic is real touchy, boy.
Real conversation this morning. Being married over 15 years, sometimes happily, sometimes not so much, I have found that love is the most important ingredient. That's obvious, you may think, but I'm talking about selfless love. When you do for the other person, sometimes at the inconvenience of yourself. If each person in a relationship acts with selfless love for the other, yeah, that's a big one. Putting their partner's happiness above their own. That's my recipe for happy marriage. It's damn hard, but so worth it. For your info, please pay more soca, please. Roll. But okay, I think
this
we-
year
this-
I'm
we passed
advocating
this.
for Raw.
Yeah.
Raw plays enough art for man.
Yeah,
Let me
boy.
just say that,
And
guys.
all the DJs here.
He has over the years and over all the messages I've sent, he's now into his own and he plays the art form with passion
When you
and
come in
grace.
here with a bright yellow sweater, saying great as Jaiga, you can't miss that, you know.
I need an ice rum, girl. Okay, so let me just I think she is talking about making sure you don't get there. Where you have to give yourself. We talking about, we passed this, we passed the fact where you just watch this man and go, Lord Jesus.
What are you doing here?
Why am I in here? You're sour every morning. You have a pretend smile on your face because you kind of lost the
The passion, you lost
as we
that.
say, passion go on.
that chemistry that you had
Do
before.
you bring back, can passion be brought back? You think, guys?
I think
You see psychiatrist, you need to tell us. That's your purpose on the
I think
show.
it could be brought back.
Will you feel you hear that's to be here? You have a purpose.
What is my purpose? Why I can't talk about it? Because I married, you married too?
No, I say you say, can it bring back? I say, you see psychiatrist, you did a course, your
I'm not a
purpose.
psychiatrist.
Okay, but you did a course,
You
right?
go to all, yeah?
You went course that and do a whole course.
Psychiatrist
You
is
married-
doctor level.
Well,
And
you
the degree. What?
and you have years on top of your purpose here is to bring some sort of something to the show.
Yes, but sometimes they
married.
could study as much as possible. But you and I, at the end of the day,
You married.
we in a married,
You
committed.
And yourself.
He married. Run myself zessin. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait. Look, Ro-
Roy,
look,
that's
Ro-
that, sir.
look, Ro- wait now.
Less
Good
stress.
morning, guys. This topic kind of close to home because this weekend here, that incident happened to me. Together for 13 years, and this year I make it 13 years, and we actually hit a pothole. And we had our differences throughout the years and stuff, but it wasn't like this serious. And we spent the whole day Sunday talking, and we decided that instead of separating, we would try and make it work and try and bring back that spark in our relationship, because we have kids, yes, and both of us came from broken homes, and we did not want to put our kids through that, and also because we still love each other, and no matter what, that will never change. It's just we need to find that
Spark.
common ground where we can actually fall in love with each other again, because there is a difference of being but the difference with loving somebody and being in love, and we just need to get back to that position.
I totally agree. I think many couples go through that where the passion, the spark, and how do you. But I love the fact that they realize that there's a problem. And okay, let's do
need to
this.
work on it.
Let's work on this. Let's start to date each other again. Let me drop a little rose on my wife's desk, etc.
Hello.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah,
Yo.
Morning.
Ojo to the world, by the way.
Welcome back.
Yes. So here what's going on. I realize that I have a kind of mix up with understanding what people purpose and people responsibilities and things. Because when you was young and you're single, right, everything was very individual. All the decisions and things was individualistic.
For self, yeah.
From time you start adding people in your life, you have to understand that level of individualism will start dropping. So when you start picking up girlfriend, it's drop a little bit. When you start to treat the girlfriend as a wife, it drop a little more. Right? So now you have to
We shall
consider the
become
next
one.
person.
When
You start to have children, it drop even more. So you have less of that individualism to be taken on all the time too. And especially if you're really into a marriage with children growing up, right? And having to explore new territories and things. You can't just be studying your individual self still. You understand? A level of understanding and things for other people wrong you according to the other person before the greater good then should be considered. Because here what? You had your chance when you was young. Everybody had different purposes throughout the stages of their life. When you was young, was to gain knowledge and learn about the environment around you. Right? How to adapt yourself into the society. when you after you don't gain that knowledge, you take it and you carry it outside and you apply it and you gain experience. After you do all that, now when you reach in whatever age you're talking about 60s and whatever, want to play these vessels. Now after you gain all them experience and thing, right, is so you know to give back to the society, right? Because I have a saying, I don't know if you know it, Nikki, but you should, right? Is that the world grows great when men plant trees, when older men, and don't worry about the men, it could be women at the same time. That is how the saying goes. When old men plant trees whose shade they will never sit under.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So in other words, it's about them not studying about what them could get for themselves.
It's about
what they could leave.
the next generation.
Yeah, it's about planting a seed for the next generation. For them to get shade, not you.
Right.
So the level of individualism starts to go away almost completely, because when you start to realize the value you have, right, to contribute to the youth in this world, because I was a teacher and I just see what is happening.
No, when I say he's singing like real bright. What's your name?
I would like to not say that.
All right, okay. All right, buddy.
Oh God,
Cheers.
I probably actually understand you.
All right, cool. No scene. Thanks for your contribution.
I just love how he spoke as a man. You know, it's good. So nice to hear men talk about
Just to elaborate on what he said, right? You see, that's the thing. I honestly too believe that you have a responsibility to plant a seed. But here what he said, that when you find your purpose, but a lot of us were taught, I'm talking about in this particular generation, that there is an order to life and an order to things. And I I honestly think now we need to rethink that approach. Because we grew up believing that this is the structure and you
no,
must.
but you're seeing it already.
No.
Look, we always talk about the Japanese, and so there's a generation don't want children.
Yeah,
so they don't want the responsibility of putting that tree up for the next shade.
Because it's
they don't
like
want
this.
it.
We have this belief that
it has shade now. That's
the
all
order
I
of
want.
life is you get big, you go to primary school, you go to secondary school, you go to university, you get a job, you understand? You get a wife or a husband, you get married, you have children.
We leave it out going over the maximum and we leave it out that one.
That wasn't part of the plan.
We ain't talking about, we ain't talking
the whole road.
Yeah. We ain't talking going over the
fruit.
maximum and thing. Forget that part. We just talking about the things
all right, sorry.
the things that you were taught and you was expected to do, which are those things. But at the end of the day, we have
Things
to
you were
remember.
taught.
Yeah, we have to remember that is not, listen, like for the older generation, the trick, like I remember when I made my first paradigm shift, is when I defied my father for a job that he thought I should have. In them days, when your parents said you had to work in government, you know, to them that was the all and end all, you know. Mm-hmm. If you was not a police, a prison officer or something, you a fireman, you's a waste of time. I'm telling you.
Of course.
And when I could have watched him and be like, well, kill me. I thought it was bitter for many years.
There are many that
until he could
imagine.
understand that I want to follow my passion, bro. I want to do what I want to do. And that is the shift right there, because we have to understand a lot of people are living in their parent shadow and in the shadow of their ancestors. And if you, as an individual, can stand your ground and say, this is what I want, and that is where the whole breakdown comes in, because you trying to balance and please so many people that you end up unhappy. So that talk that he talk about, you have to separate self and give up yourself. Yes, and no at the same time. Because when you're giving up on yourself, buddy, and you stop loving yourself, you can't love others, because you will start to despise everything
you're just like
around you.
in a box now. Hear this. So good morning, guys. This situation is very possible, and then you get to the point where you can't stand them. You're just watching them sleep in the night and looking at the pillow and just wondering if you could get away with stifling them. But
that's a different thing.
That's just a moment of temporary insanity.
Murder thoughts is a different. No.
That's what he's talking about.
Some
people could get to
murder
that
thoughts, man. Nah, man.
We don't choke on our water.
Like
last night, Jerry started to choke on water. I go, oh my God, if real choke head really went on, like, oh my God, I want to see us. And next thing you feel like kill him. I started to money back. Get it out.
You scare me. That's what you started to study all the benefits coming and how you're going to get it. And I know you know something.
Jaiga, wow.
I don't know. I'm just making sure that wasn't your chain of thought. That you were more concerned about his well-being.
To be honest with you, but marriage is overrated, okay? All this big thing about marriage, please. You live with somebody for so many years and soon get married, they divorce. I know plenty of people who it happened to. Married and 6 months it didn't work out.
Hearing the hurt stuff.
What can I tell you? Oh, Joe.
I'm hearing the hurt.
Hey.
I agree. More zessin, less stressing. You hear me?
Wow.
More zessin, less stressing.
Wow.
All right. Thank you
Wow.
for your
You
serious
see,
contribution.
As a young man, you see, you gotta pass the stage of right and wrong. You see that right and wrong stage? Once you could pass that stage and reach a stage of understanding in your relationship, your relationship will have a chance to survive.
I'm confused.
What
What do
are
you
you
mean?
confused
What do you
about?
mean?
Me
What do you
too.
mean?
All right.
When you could pass the stage of right and wrong.
All right, let me give you an example, right?
Please do.
Your significant other want to do something that you may not approve of, right?
Oh, you
But
want to use
just
example?
just
You
don't know.
can you use examples so we
All
not
right,
lost?
let me say they want to play
Play
mass.
mass, right,
They want
nice
to play
one.
mass, right?
And you don't.
And
don't
you're not on that.
you're not on mass, you're not on what she's wearing to
Wearing.
play mass.
No, you're not on the mass.
Period.
Period. You're not on the mass.
You don't want
right?
on you on Monday
In
and
your
Tuesday.
eyes, that is wrong.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, in your eyes, that is wrong. But she accustomed playing mass. Right? Now, if you going back and forth with who right and who wrong and who this and who that and you shouldn't do this because you with me and this and that and the other and you're just going back and forth, you'll never reach nowhere. You gotta reach a point of understanding. All right, babe, you want to play mass? Do your thing. I respect that
It
decision.
has to be compromised
You
in
understand?
a healthy
when you
relationship.
reach that point, then and only then that you wouldn't get up in the morning and just want to move away from this person.
What? Wait, I
Telling you.
You really lost me. eh?
You really lost me
How I
too.
lost and all
Okay,
that.
we just play mass. All right, you lose me after there. What happened after?
You just
I play
was-
mass.
was
You said the
going-
compromise
I was
is
going
allowing
through
them to play
transition.
mass.
All right, the compromise, right?
And the compromise will also not have you in a zone where you just despise this person.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're making a point.
Yeah. I
Wow.
wasn't
Okay,
going on to the
I
Monday,
think-
Tuesday and seeing a shanty on the
But-
road and all kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Clearly
But-
you have issues, yes?
There.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
think for
Not really, but
every
I'm trying.
relationship to pass the hump, whoever the hump is, for it to get secure, and you have to have that compromise as I get
pass the
older,
right and wrong
because
stage.
it have real thing Jerry and I don't agree on, and the more we butt heads, the longer the butt headed going. But at some point somebody started to make sense and say, okay, all right, I
Yeah, but
give up.
what you would say
Yeah,
for
but-
those relationships that there's some relationships that just can't get over the hump, and it's not
Yeah.
because
Then-
and it's not because
then you
Yeah.
need to go
one or
separate ways.
the one or the
Yeah.
other is stupid or this and that. It
Then you
just
need to go
can't
separate.
happen.
It's
So
how
let's
people-
use that as example. I went out with a guy. People who know me know he was a big CEO, very corporate, and he was from Barbados. Couldn't understand the carnival mass thing, right? And every carnival, we were together for 3 years. I've spoken with him already. And every carnival we had an issue. He's sour from time ban launch starts. He real sour when he know I excited to go and register. Cause he and then 2 weeks after carnival he still vexed. And I went through 3 carnivals and I said, no, I'm trying to fit a wrong peg in a square hole. This is not going to work. So I think sometimes you have to be realistic instead of, oh God, he's so scared to let go the person.
Yeah, but that
you
happens.
have to be
but
real to
But
yourself.
fortunately for you, Nicole, you saw it before. There are some people who discovered that after.
You see,
It
What-
happens.
What's the problem?
It's
Same
a
way I
certain-
left is the same way I'm leaving.
Yeah, it's are certain things in a relationship that you just
Oil and water.
you
It
cannot.
cannot.
Like,
There's no
alright,
compromise.
Nikki
No
grew
compromise.
up playing mass.
I grew up in
right?
culture.
That instilled in you, and it are certain things that people grew up with that a 3-year relationship or even a 10-year relationship
Can't fix.
you cannot just expect it to
Yeah.
just leave the person. So that is
Yeah.
where the point of just understanding how to come in.
If I met Jerry and Jerry said, my God, that math thing, I don't know. Because he was outside for almost 30 years, right? And I don't know how I feel about, and many people give up. They're, okay, if you don't want me to play mass, I wouldn't do it. No, let's go to Tobago.
Yeah.
And then, because you trying to change for this
5
so-called
years
man
down
that
the
you
road?
love. 5 years, you just pick up
Yeah.
and dive.
5 years
Chop
down
and
the
you
road,
start
you're
to
holding
chop down coconut.
you're holding that bag a long time, eh?
Yeah.
You make me stop playing mass, boy.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you,
yeah.
for this.
For this. You need spit out wrong. He do something wrong. And it turns into a kind of resentment. But you can't blame the mate because it's you who
Yeah, it was your choice.
pretending to pretending is a strong word. You gave up certain things to adapt to your partner.
Correct.
but it really wasn't you. And then before you reach down the road, you
can't
just,
make
it's like
out yourself.
you sell your culture. Again, we just using this as an example. Many things happen. Maybe you used to go to church every Sunday, me on that church thing. Now come and lie down with Mary, and all of a sudden your lifestyle changed because he don't like Sunday worship, and he say Lewis Sturman is the only morning he's get to sleep in with you. Things change, and then people start to hold resentments, and before you know it, life has passed and you're here. So can this passion be,
I think
but you have to work at it.
People then realize
Both have to make it work, want to work.
Even though you're in a relationship, you're still walking two individual parts, you know. You're holding hands there, but only walking two different parts. Everybody doesn't want to drag you on their part.
They had to be on the wee road. Let me hear you. Why?
Oh, Trouble, good morning.
Morning.
I run in the dance late.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Trouble, good morning. I run in the dance late, but I go leave this 2 cents before I leave. Some people, let's be willing to accept the devil as their mate, just to say they have a partner. So, Trouble, you see, when it comes to love and relationships and marriage, if you're not in love with the person, set them free and be at peace. All you have a jobless day, you don't know we just do it.
Yeah, man, bless him.
Love is lovely. It's the only way. It makes the world go round. All you be blessed.
Thank you, Uriah. And that's true about letting go. Some people don't like to let go because no, you is not to be happy. So you know what? You stay in this marriage and stay miserable until you're dead.
I mean, don't see you with nobody else. You shouldn't be with nobody else.
Nikki, morning. I think you mean a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah.
What you say?
A wrong hole in a square peg.
Well, you know what I mean, now, boy.
But we know what she meant. All right, guys, time for this.
Man
What kind
explaining.
of peg is that?
He is man explaining.
You're paying off.
Rody, good morning. I don't think that you're walking two separate paths. I think you have to understand that you're still an individual, and you don't have to not be the individual that you are because you are with someone. You can still be you and still be loved by somebody, but plenty people, like they say, they change, they adapt to be that perfect person for their mate, and at the end of the day, you give plenty, and it doesn't work out. And if it doesn't work out, you lost part of yourself, or you gave a part of yourself because you wanted love.
All right.
And I fell in that category with Barbados man was jazz man. I love jazz.
My parents were married for over 60-something years. They died as a married couple.
Aww.
And my father was the opposite of my mother. He was a party man, rum drinker, carnival. My mother was the opposite. And they lived together in harmony for years. My father never, and my parents never forced us into a career. They allow us to choose our own careers, and everybody became happy.
Nice one.
Congrats.
Morning, guys. That young lady you spoke about earlier, she didn't meet Marlon, she meet Castor. And Castor introduced her to a Royal Castle and Royal Castle pepper sauce. Anyway, it is possible to wake up one morning and just be like, this isn't working out. But of course, that will happen after a series of disappointments and just being tired. You don't just get up this morning and say, yeah, I done.
No, nobody's saying you just wake up and
say
sit.
Mountain up, and as
That's
my
why we
grandmother
talked
likes
about
to say,
time.
sometimes
time.
it is just take one drop to overflow the bucket.
Yeah. You take and you take and you take. And then you wake up one morning and just can't take it. And sometimes it's the simplest things,
Toothpaste.
The way he's clean in the morning.
Can't take that again. Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
No more, Lord Jesus. No more.
A day she just watch Cleveland biting that bone and be like, you see that bone? I can't take it. I take that bone biting for too long.
Simple that just
I'm
build
gone.
up and just build up.
I go on. Every Sunday, everything. Yeah, you see that one day? You see that? Rubbing the ears? Yeah, that thing to leave.
You would have vacuum.
That thing to leave. Them is thing for you to leave.
Little things.
Yeah, them is thing for you to leave.
Oh, woman just can't take the sleep thing no more. Or she can't cook. I can't take no more bone food no more. How much food?
Rudy, Jaiga and Nikki. Rudy, I think we're trying to get it is she playing mass, right? There's your money jumping up. When mass finished now and she done wind down the place, your money still have to be jumping up, you understand what I'm saying? She doing my money to play carnival for herself, you understand?
Oh,
you understand what you're saying? You understand what I'm saying? A man must be vexed if you're in a relationship. You understand? And this woman like to play mass, but she have no money to play mass, and your money jumping up right through. She ain't paying you under the burden because of what? She have a nice bum, she have a nice look. Come on, man, face facts, man. She can't pay her bill, like it.
Yeah, she have problems. We understand.
Oh,
he put something going on.
That really don't pertain to nothing we're talking about this morning.
You have to understand, men.
We're talking long-term relationships.
People just interpret things differently. We could sense that he's going through an issue. He's
issues.
in love with the person he's with, but he cannot understand.
She have a nice bobsy, don't forget that.
Yeah, she looks good. He accepts that, but he don't understand that at the end of the day, he has to feel the burden because she wants to do all these things and it's he had a dip.
And you want to be with a woman who loves you culture?
Doesn't contribute.
You understand.
I know, I thought you complaining about.
I can relate. I have been married for almost 5 years.
You just married?
And there are times I cannot stand my husband.
Yeah.
The feeling could be mutual.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But there are so many little issues
that
we're experiencing and going through right now.
Oh, wow.
It is becoming hard to respect and live with this person.
Wow. This song and
it's hard.
Yeah, baby.
Throw that phone.
I feel that your pain.
You need to take some time for yourself.
But let me throw you in this for the youngers, the young ones. Many of those things that you experience in those 5 years, maybe we should have taken the time to really know people before we get to marry them. I'm not saying little things, but the point where she sung in like lack of respect and thing, that marriage is work here all year. Marriage is real work. And I always tell people before they get married, try and learn and see things. And when you rush into it too much now, too quick, you don't see many of the things you were supposed to see. That's why I believe in going out, testing the water, seeing how things go before you actually see the I do. But her 5-year song very painful emotionally, and it's getting worse. I don't understand that picture. I didn't understand.
Yeah.
That's Marcus. That's our little sweet.
I said Marcus
Chinese
was
Marcus.
a real zessa.
Yeah.
Marcus is a roll with me too zessa.
Yeah, so wait. He had Candace long before Candace was around.
You know Marcus is zessa? Yes, sir.
Good morning, breakfast party. This is Lennon out here in San Diego.
Morning.
Jaiga make a pretty good point earlier when he said, like, kids in this generation do not want children, and I'm a part of that because I mean right now I'm living life. As everybody say, I zessin'. I live in life, and maybe down the road if it happens, it happens, but I'm not pushing for it to happen.
Yeah, that's different. There are people who just literally make up their mind.
Yeah,
but we talk about that.
No.
There's
No matter if things going good, it's nice, I don't want
it was
none.
almost sacrilegious and still is for some people when women say it. You all got upset the other day. You'll find that woman just wasting time and God bless you. With
No, again, that's because of my teachings. That's why I say sometimes I have to pull back. Like we were taught to believe that is the order of life. But I am at the point now where I'm saying, I have kids. If we say sit in and tell me, hey, Dad, cool, I good. I mean, care for that whole thing. I want to be a career woman, and I want to do, and my purpose in the world is to give to give of myself differently. I cannot force that. I was taught that my purpose in the world was to come out and do as my parents did.
Yeah,
which is get married and have family and
family.
But that is not everybody's purpose, bro. That is not everybody's purpose, and we have to understand that and accept that. But there's a big gap in the generation where a lot of people believe that is what you're here to do. You're here to get married, and do this and do that, and that's what it is. It happens for some. There's some families who live very well.
Yeah.
And they enjoy the every Sunday coming together, the cooking of the
but
callaloo,
on the flip
cressels.
side of that, there are many women, because I've seen many
must be mixed up.
Many
and
discussions
tomatoes
on Facebook that women who have children who wish they didn't.
Yeah, there's those as well.
So it may sound like, oh my God, they're going straight to hell, but there are women who had children who wish their life was different.
And the next thing
So
too,
you
that is why
basically
you're
live in
forced
regret
now.
then.
That's why you're forced now to do this.
It's
not so much regret, but
I'm
you're
not thinking
forced.
as regret, like if they had a choice versus what they knew now versus
To what they knew back then. And a lot of things that people do is that you tend to tell yourself that
But most of them said they would not give up their children. I mean, it's hard to make children really and say you wish you didn't have them. Well, these were legitimate conversations happening. But many of them said that looking back, they wish they didn't have them, wish they didn't have them that young, or wish they didn't have them at all.
And dude, what you tend to see happening is that you then get cliquish, because in order for you to find solace and comfort in your situation, you tend to line with people in that same situation. Because the worst thing for somebody to do is you going through that and you line with Zessers. You'll get frustrated.
So Trisha said, mine a dog is amazing. OMG, unconditional love.
Yeah.
Happy to mine a pet.
Yeah, they don't answer
Remember when
There is
Chris
nowhere
Rock
they
made this
are.
statement, everybody chastised him, but it's the truth. Dogs and children are way more important in a woman's life than a man, because we are loved with a condition. Dogs and children are loved unconditionally. And that is a fact.
Chris for that, eh?
It's a
Real.
fact. Women love dogs and children with unconditional love, but they love us with a condition. We are only loved.
Ziggy
Morning. I in the bush. I waited for my flat tire to fix, so I could send a voice note. 3 things. 1, when you see you put yourself with somebody that you could live with, as opposed to somebody that you can't feel like you can't live without, eventually you're gonna get to that place where little things about them just start to annoy you, to the point where she start to nag, he start to fuss, and then it's a matter of who would push who out first and faster. The next thing is, I hear Rudy and Jaiga throwing around the word balance whole morning, and balance is a myth. It doesn't exist, because here why.
No, it
We
doesn't.
don't use the same measuring stick for women as we use for men.
doesn't-
If
it
a man
doesn't
bringing home money and we say he does do the laundry on a Saturday, we will say, ooh, he helping out, he contributing, he doing a lot. If we add in one more thing to his list, bring in the money, do the laundry on a Saturday, and pick up the children, you say, oh, she catch one, but he doing a lot. If a woman doing all those things, you will say, well, she doing what she had to do. So the measuring stick for balance doesn't exist. And the third thing is, Nikki, you see a fact this morning where you talk about the man and the statue. I would welcome that. I would be happy to know that every day you studying me, I would take that as my forward. I could be glad you study me every day.
Every day.
Yeah, Lily.
That's our Lily.
Oh God, morning, Wamis. Like I missed the whole thing, oh. Morning,
Kevin.
morning.
Hi, Kevin. Kevin, oh God.
So we gotta wait for Kino.
Yeah, morning again. Nikki, so you're bad man, you cut my voice note, eh? I don't know, see.
You
guys talk about dating before, right? Isn't that the whole point of dating though? So you get to find out if you and this person is compatible enough to get into a
But
relationship.
we agreeing, boy.
For example, like Nikki and the Bayesian guy, you know, he's into jazz, she's into carnival, you know, it didn't really, she said, you know, it wasn't
Oil and
really
water.
her cup of tea, so she ended up with somebody who we all could assume that she's happy in her marriage now with Jerry, right? So look at the lady that just called. You hear the disgust in that lady's voice
Yeah,
after
boy.
just 5 years of marriage.
Yeah, boy, for
So
real, boy.
shouldn't we be shouldn't we I guess filter out who we're not compatible with in the early, so we don't have these problems?
Yeah, but
And that's what I was kind of saying too. We really need to get to know each other before we jump into these long-term relationships, because it really shows you. That's what dating does. It shows you.
Yeah, but I mean,
who you are.
You could date, right? You could date. But when you actually start living with somebody, that is a totally different thing, you know. You could date and get to know a person as much as possible, but when you start to live with somebody,
See, man, come live with me is two different things. It's a true thing.
Very true.
You could date how much man you want. When you start to live with them,
It's a whole different story.
Aye.
It's a whole different story.
Good morning to the Ojo world. Nikki,
evil.
yes,
Rudy.
marriage is work, but it takes two heads to become one in a marriage. If God is not first, then that is not a marriage. And the thing about love,
Love is hard to find and rare to be loved by someone who clicked for you at that certain time. So it's like if I see somebody and I click with them and my spirit take them 100%, then that is true love for me. In my mind, that's what I think. So marriage is real work. Marriage is like writing a geography book. That's what I think, to tell you the truth.
Geography. Marriage is work. And the young lady who called earlier and talked about she and her husband realized that the spark is gone, but they have children, they want to make it work. They've been together 13 years. The both of them have to reinvest. Not just once, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make him, I love he like he pasta pie, and he love he barbecue saltfish, or whatever. Yeah, barbecue pigtail, that's what I meant to say.
Tanti, what going on with you this morning, boy?
Barbecue pigtail.
You're talking about the wrong pig or barbecue. What are you doing?
Right, and...
How you make barbecue saltfish?
Right, well, you're going to go ask Gemma. Ask Gemma.
Boy Kevin, what is your cause?
Hey! That slip wrong trail, you're tall boy.
How do you make barbecue saltfish?
It's like the man who called and said, Nikki, we know you mean you're taking her wrong.
How does one make barbecue saltfish?
You always hard on woman, no pun intended, but all you always hard on woman,
For barbecue sauce on it, look, bro, explaining how to make barbecue saltfish.
Thank you, instead of look at your bowl of barbecue sauce. Thank
Wow.
you. If chef so-and-so do it, I go, woo, and today we have barbecue fish.
Yeah,
Everybody going, oh my God, that was the best barbecue I eat. No, so the point is, even if you're reinvesting and you're trying to get back this passion, both all you have to be reinvesting together. Anything along marriage, relationships, because it make no sense, as you say, you giving him everything and it's okay, I'm going back in this, and you're buying your fancy Victoria thing online and you come and you and then he
Watching you.
yeah, he going God.
You buy that? You're small? In that expensive store?
You know what? I think we should play a little music.
So you couldn't pour all your panty and then you drop?
What is that?
It's hard time.
What's your world?
I
Morning.
I was on food, yes.
Jaiga, you come with a very valid point there. You see the cliquish part you now talk about? People who like to lie, people who go through the same situation. Yeah, Jaiga. Imagine you married, right? You run your husband, right? They got 3 kids. So and your best friend now married. And you put your best friend against your husband. Me and them wicked woman and them. Put it to the world.
Just so you call and just drop a bomb and go.
So yeah.
Squeeze something. I go.
Just drop a bomb and go.
I go.
You mean to drop a bomb? That way you need to
boy. Tatiana, my brother. Well, Tati.
Men have too many issues today. I respect any couple that share 25 plus years of marriage. It's hard to deal with them. I'd rather be in Afghanistan than be around them for the exception of my kids. God help me.
Damn. Oh, that's deep, bro.
Damn.
That's deep, bro.
It's a bro.
Is a bro or woman?
It's a woman, but
Is a woman?
is it with gender equality?
Damn.
Jaiga made a valuable point in this entire topic today. We were all taught. Hollywood is taught, not thought. Jaigas keep mixing it up.
No, it's thought and thought.
Right.
Thought is when you're thinking, and thought is to teach.
Teach, right.
Yeah.
So we were all taught to go to school, get your education, work for someone, get married, have children. Society has placed us in a box. But the reality is that the blueprint that society has carved out for everyone is truly not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. And that's the fact.
Big up Nikki from Jamaica, sleeping in the lunchroom in the back of the ward on level 2 at the QE Hospital, England.
Oh, wow. It come like even schooling as well, Nicole. For many, many years, you thought that, you have to go, you do maths, English, which we know, you understand, and all these sciences and all these things, and check it out. And history has shown us most successful men
or you had to be a this
or women, half of the time, the things that got them rich was even that. You understand? The arts has a big part to play in it. A lot of people got wealthy and found their passion there, and it worked for them. You understand?
When you're dating now, you have to look for an equal, someone who brings out the best in you, and the after honeymoon period, that's when you really see the real person. It's true, you see the after honeymoon period. All you need to watch this. All right, we had a proofread that boy. That's something like 2 customers going on past it.
All right. In contribution to the topic, marriage is not real work as everybody putting it like it's a big set of hard work with stress like a pelted mortar and concrete, or you're busting your brain only. This thing's simple and easy. It's simple and easy. If the both parties will just be honest with one another, I'm talking about brutal honesty,
no mind
not
games.
insulting and embarrassing and all that degrading stuff. I'm talking about honest, sincere honesty. If both parties just be honest with one another, and then they could move on from point A of honesty to point B. That is how simple marriage is. Listen. You have a little odor in your foot there. You need to, what we can do to fix that. Not your foot smelling bad and there's a big baccarat after that. No, we want to move forward. Get a little rough back lemon, water, warm water, Epsom salt, soak it for about 9 days. And we straight.
Karen, cool it
Simple problem done. Moving on. That is how simple marriage is.
I go.
One of the things Jerry told me when we
a
first
roughed up
started to go out is no mind games. I think we play a lot of mind games with each other. No mind games. Think about how much mind games we play. Oh, that's the thing. Well, I go show him. Mind games. We play a lot of mind games. Send the recipe for barbecue saltfish. I want to make it for wifey. I am sure barbecue saltfish have a vibe.
Maybe we could launch that.
Cook it and bring it.
I'm going to try it.
Cook it and bring it.
I will try it and judge. But Jerry loves saltfish and he loves barbecue. Why wouldn't they?
No, we want to something about barbecue saltfish.
Barbecue saltfish.
Cook it and bring it now.
Barbecue saltfish and dumpling.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. A barbecue saltfish. I know you could sell that because you could sell barbecue. So a barbecue saltfish.
Anything barbecue.
You will be like the PRO. All right?
A barbecue saltfish could be online, brother.
Men are taught to respect and love women their whole life, while women are taught to do things to be respected and loved. This leaves women believing that to show respect is simply to not disrespect. As a result, there are men out there doing the most and seldom get the same level of appreciation reciprocated. Men have to give a pound of flesh to receive what they were taught to give easily.
Good morning, guys. I think I've been married for 3 years. I just think that we need to get rid of the magical phase. In the beginning, when we're courting, we take a lot of stuff and we take a lot of crap from each other, thinking, well, it's fine, it's okay.
Get better.
And then when we get married, the same things happening that we didn't want. There's always a trace of something that we need to nip in the bud and not just take it. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Let plenty things slide.
Morning, Linda. You have a great day.
Nikki, you don't study them, them off. You never know. Some of the best recipes in the world come from mistakes and trials. I'm making barbecue saltfish this weekend. All your children might need it. But I'm making barbecue saltfish this weekend.
Somebody.
I am not looking to go and make a barbecue saltfish. I tell you. Yeah, what's studying? When you see the thing with that is, like Rose say, you had to make a barbecue sauce. And what you had to do, after you chunk it, after you show the oil in it, you then come while it's hot and beat it up in the barbecue sauce. That's the only way that can work.
Yeah, man, I feel the balance.
That's the only way, because here one my fear, right? You see that onion, pimento, and tomatoes, and then you throw barbecue sauce on top of that.
You can kill it.
Yeah, but studying the after effect, the after eating. That's why they study. Yeah, I don't think I can put barbecue sauce in the fridge and come back and eat it tomorrow. Something about that, we had to reheat that.
That's going to be so delicious and go have none leave back. Trust me.
You rock cook one, you could cook one, you could cook one too, and I will taste it, right? Or let's just bring it.
And see what you do.
I'm going to try that in Cuba. This weekend is barbecue saltfish fight.
No, he now join and want to know when Mars and Venus starting.
You start bad. Delete it. Somebody who doing that should be deleted.
This morning because it's a serious topic. And watch now with this younger generation, it now start because people don't even take time to know nobody no more. You understand? Nobody don't go no dates no more. People start in a relationship over WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, over social media. You understand? Saying nobody ain't going out. spending time to know each other, dislikes and the likes. You know, this younger generation different. Long time, the most you get on our first date, it might be a kiss. Now, on our first date, you get everything. It's different. And all now start. Trust me.
You're all.
Sometimes. All, till the whole thing fall. I'm telling you. Facts.
Sometimes you ain't even know you're in a relationship, you know. You go up on the ground and like, what?
Second date, all that.
Oh,
they mama.
We never talk nothing.
Yeah, and she posting us.
Yeah, how it reach there?
We on the wee road.
Always us, family.
Look, Rudy
All
face.
of a sudden your Facebook status change.
Yeah.
To in a relationship. Oh, wait,
when movie talk for the first time.
One show, and the show wasn't even good. And the popcorn was cold. I'm
now invite you to Nikki play. How we in a relationship?
And I didn't pay. She gave me 2 tickets. So how? It only gets real when you start to cough out. I tell you.
By the way, we're back at Central Bank now, the minister this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
For me, there's no the seriousness. The seriousness has to go all the way. And people just try to live in this box and this bubble and not talk about it because it's taboo. And I always say it, and people get, even in my personal life, people get upset. Cream has a lot to do with it. When you see your life and your cream start to get affected in a relationship, you know it's serious.
Yeah.
From the time you have to then, because when you by yourself, all the time you live in, when you have to study, this person needs this, and you have to take of yourself and take of your cream to give to supply the thing that's changed. I'm telling you.
And let's give up the cream for the wine of the century.
For what? For what?
That's what they give up everything for?
Yes, man, let's give up the
wine of the century.
Yeah, man, let's give up thing for that. The wine of the century.
Stupid.
Done it?
Yes, boy.
You're hung dry.
Man, let's give up everything for the wine of the century, Nico. Like telling you. For the wine of the
Breakfast
century.
party, morning. Jaiga, we getting that greatest yard form thing to buy, boy. I like that hoodie horse. Dead man thing now. Same thing.
You better start to get people stuck in somewhere you'll see on the road.
Wait, did you say dead man? Is that a term? Dead man thing?
Yeah, you see you in the road and strip you.
Yeah, where does get that thing about dead man thing? It's dead man thing.
You walking wrong with stuff.
What snake this play for?
32.
32 and 27.
I don't
need to play snake.
It have small snake
I don't know.
and have big snake. In my it's 35.
I don't know.
In my mind, there's nothing like a small snake. So that for me is a dead horse. I don't care. it have tail. It is not a small snake.
All right, guys, I want to thank you all so much for being a part of it. Our first episode of first season 4, Mars vs. Venus. Check us back next week, Friday.
Don't let anything get boring, right? Don't let anything get boring because that's what is going on. Is anything get boring? And when you come outside, when you come outside after using the toilet in the bathroom for the morning, you come outside, you see her, and you just want to know what you're doing here. Don't let anything get boring. All you to do what kind of spicy thing in the beginning.
Like today, I going home
on Coney Island.
I going home naked and make saltfish with barbecue.
Barbecue saltfish.
Talking about spice up the thing, man.
Yeah, you could because Jerry now home this weekend. He now tell me. He just tell me in corridor. He now home. So you could go home naked and make your barbecue.
I going home and make barbecue saltfish.
Naked as your board.
With provision.
Naked as your board.
Yeah.
When it's done, you
but just note to self, it's not a good idea to fry up thing naked. I just